Hi all, welcome to episode number 12 of the Road to Top 100 Club Value. We are ploughing through this very nicely. Still working on more of the small leagues that aren't as applicable for kind of like stuff in FIFA. So because smash links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. All the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links as always. So this episode guys, we're going to focus on the Polish league. Get that done and dusted at last. A lot of the players we actually don't have within the league, which is kind of crazy. I had enough a few weeks back when it was the Arca Gdynia league Arca Gdynia option for the marquee matchups. Now, in terms of what I've seen with the Polish league in general, the best kind of team seems to be Legia Warsaw, and that is mainly because of Pazdan is the only gold. You can buy him for 350. He only really sells for about 400. And if there's any other hype in if there's big games for the marquee matchups that could feature, like in recent weeks there has been that case where there has been one or two games generally keep popping up. There has been like small hype in the options, and I have noticed as a result there is some small profit to be had. But in general, with this league as a whole, there isn't a great deal. Legia Warsaw, the dude that's the Finnish guy Hamalainen, he was also recently in inform, and I found with him his card didn't really go up as much as I expected. Like, I sold him on for about 400 like 400 or 500 coins. I bought him for 150, but as a whole there wasn't a great deal of profit to be had. Even I bought two, like one was 150, one was 200. The one of them I sold, the 200 one sold for like 400. And then another one I accidentally bought was a third one, which was 150 buy. That sold for about 400, and then the one I've obviously kept my club's the 150 one. But as a whole, there's not been a great deal of profit to be had. Even like Lech Poznan, some of their players generally haven't been going up crazy amounts, but they have gone up enough to kind of at least make small profit. I find with the silvers, at least the non-rares and the rare silvers, the non-rares, if you're buying them for 150, you're at least always going to get at least 200. I find 2 or 250. Yes, it's small profit, but I know for you guys, you'd like to have be able to make more than just 100 coins profit. Same with the rares, like the 250s. It's generally you're selling them for, if it's the ones at 71 and rate between 65 and 71 that go for that you buy for 250. You're only really getting 300. The ones that are 72, 73, 74, any of them that do exist, I'm seeing that they do go for a bit more. However, some of the players within the league, if they're non-Polish, I've noticed, there's a lot of German, there's a decent amount of Spanish, they have sold. One player I'm starting to notice going up quite massively is Cillian Sheridan. He's the Irish striker. He used to play in like England and Scotland for like Motherwell and that. And Celtic I think as well, but he plays for one of the Polish teams, and his price has been going up. I think that's mainly because of like the St Patrick's Day like hype, but also because he's an odd nation in an odd league as it were, and that's what's kind of bumping up his price. And as I said, you'll notice with some of the teams there is a decent amount of Spanish and German players. It's quite interesting to see. Another player, Pasquato, he is a 73 rated cam, nice, but I'm sure he was a right mid. Like for previous years, and to have a cam card now, it's quite appealing. French is another common nation I've started to notice as well. But when you've got France, Germany, Italy and Spain, even Portugal and Brazil as well, they too kind of do common. In Portuguese, there's the Paxiao brothers, for example. They both play for the same team. And I was also quite surprised that Vilisayev isn't a gold. He's been like one of the best players in the league for the last couple of years, and he's not a gold. It's kind of mad. But either way, these nations that I'm saying, where the players are of the odd nations as well, it's the same theme I've noticed in most other leagues, where the players have got that bit of added value to them. They seem to, if they play in another league, they seem to have a use, because if you've got marquee matchups or an advanced SBC where if it might be say Spanish and you're needing kind of that Spanish link or a German link or a French link or a Brazilian link or whatever it may be, these kind of players just act useful, even if they're not the highest of ratings. If you've at least got them to link up as a key between one player to another, and if it's going to save you, say, 500 or 1,000 coins, say, in the long run, and that 500 to 1,000 coins, for all you know, if it's, say, 4 routes, for all you know, if it's, say, 1,000 coins and it's 4 routes, then that could be, say, 4,000 coins you've saved. It makes all the difference in the long run, especially if you've got them ahead of schedule for either 150, 200, 250, 300, depending what the obviously the rating, and obviously if they're non-rare, non-rare or rare. But we're absolutely flying through. I'm getting quite excited with slowly pushing now towards 6,000 players. That is kind of what we're pushing towards. I think once we kind of maybe dust down the Polish League, I'll have a better idea of where we're at. Also with the Polish League, last year there was a lot more goals. You had I remember also, I think quite late in FIFA they added like a Jojo Ofo, Radovic and as goals, and you had obviously Jerdziak. I think he was like a transfer in the upgrade, like a winter transfer and like January transfer, and he went from Russia to Poland, and it just gave you extra gold on top of like Pazdan, Nikolic, who else you had? Krasashvili. So you had like 3 gold initially, and then you had like Radovic, you had Jerziak, Jojo. You had about at least half a dozen players. It kind of made the league a bit more appealing to work with. So to only have 1 gold this year, it's a lot harder. And I feel if there was more, it's like with any league, if there was at least more goals to work with, it would just make it a little bit easier. But it is worth also saying with Legia Warsaw, especially a few of those guys that like Radovic, Jerziak, they were formerly golds. They're now silvers this year. They're high rated silvers, but it's just a little bit harder to work with. And obviously if you can get these guys cheap, then it just helps you out a little bit. But we are absolutely flying. I'm sure this is Wisla Krakow, if I remember my club badges. Also, there is a few informs within the league as well. Swerziok's one of them. I'm trying to think if there's any more, but I know he's at least one, and he might also be due an upgrade if they do like a rest of the world. So keep your eyes peeled on that dude. He is a silver striker. His silver inform is 74 rated, if I remember right, and I've got him in my club. I've got him relatively cheap. But if you wanted to do any of the inform trading, then don't be scared to kind of look at that card and say, right, could I buy him cheap? Could I sell him on for a bit of profit? So hopefully that keeps you in mind as well. But we are, I'll see if I can, I'm almost 95% sure I do have his original card on top of obviously the inform, as I've just said. There he is, as I just said, Sverzo. I'll probably bid for him by mistake and not twig that I've actually already got him. So we're coming to the end of the Polish League now, guys. Club is looking a bit more bulked up. I'll hopefully get the club value sorted out for a future episode. So if you could smash like, guys, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, GZLegend. Take it easy, all. Thanks for watching. As always, take it easy, and I will catch you all later.